Welcome to MHA Digital Communities. My name is Angela and I am a Qigong instructor. So this is a really good point to look at what space you need around you. We're doing this in a seated position, so make sure that in your area, if you stretch your arms out, you're not going to bump into anyone, you're not going to bump into any furniture. Stretch your arms up as well. Make sure you're not going to hit any lighting or any plants that are overhanging, and make sure you've got a good sturdy chair to sit on. You want the chair to be nice and firm to support you so that you can sit with your back straight. Make sure you're not slouching back like this. Shuffle your bottom forward. Make sure that your feet are firmly planted on the floor so you've got a good stable base. In terms of what to wear, you don't have to wear what I'm wearing. Just wear something loose and comfortable. You can be barefoot, or you can be wearing socks, or you can be wearing some flat shoes, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. In terms of what else you might need, it might be helpful to have a drink just nearby, a bottle of water, a glass of water, just in case you get a little bit thirsty as we do our exercise. And do make sure that the room is well ventilated. So if it is a warm day, you want to be able to open a window or switch a fan on. We're going to do some exercise. It is gentle, but you never know. Your chi might flow and you might start feeling a little bit warm. Now remember, this is a video, so if at any point you want to hit pause or stop, you can do. It might be because you're feeling a little bit funny, you're feeling a little bit dizzy, or just feeling a little bit tired. That's not a problem at all. You can always rejoin when you're feeling well enough to join us again. Always work to your own comfort levels, remember. I will be demonstrating some of the textbook moves. I'll try and show you how we can adjust some of the moves in case you find some of them a little bit more restricted in mobility. But certainly make sure that you look after your own body. Everyone's an individual and you work to your own comfort levels. So let's start with our gentle seated warm-up. So we're in a seated position. Our feet are on the floor, flat if at all possible, and the feet about hip width apart if that's comfortable for you. Making sure that your back is nice and straight, but naturally relaxed. We don't want to hold tension and rigidity in the body. Eyes are looking forwards onto the horizon, and the crown of the head is lifted towards the ceiling. Now we'll start our warm-up. Your eyes can be gently closed or gently open, looking forwards. We're breathing in through the nose. We're breathing out through the nose. If that feels uncomfortable for you, breathe naturally, calmly, and smoothly. With each breath, let the thoughts in your mind drift away as we enjoy this time together for some calm, some tranquility. With the breathing calm and the mind calm, let's start to mobilize the body. We start with the neck, looking downwards, chin towards the chest, looking upwards towards the ceiling. Again, we're looking down, chin towards the chest, and one final time, looking up towards the ceiling. Now facing forwards and looking at me. This time, turning the neck to look to your right, back to center, then turning smoothly to look to the left. Once more to the right-hand side, keeping the movements gentle. And one final time, turning to look left. Then facing me, looking forwards. This time, let's tilt the right ear towards the right shoulder. Back to center, left ear to left shoulder. Back to center, once more to the right, only stretching as far as is comfortable for you. And one final time to the left. Let's return to upright. Moving from the neck, we move on to the shoulders. So relax the arms and start to circle the shoulders backwards. You can choose what speed you go at. Slow and gentle is lovely. This is a warm-up after all. And when you're ready, we're going to change direction. So the shoulders are rolling forward. Shoulders come up towards the ears, forwards and down. Good. Now, let's float the arms forwards, hands on or near the shoulders, whichever works best for you. We bring the elbows a little closer together and up. And can you see, we're rolling those shoulders backwards again. We're using the arms and the elbows as a lever. If you're finding this movement a little difficult, it's absolutely fine to go back to the simple shoulder roll. For those of you who have your hands on the shoulders, let's change direction. The shoulders are rolling forwards. Enjoy that feeling of mobilization, keeping the movement smooth and continuous. Then dropping the arms, relaxing them, shaking the fingers out a little bit. Let's move on to the waist now. So place your hands together in front of the chest in prayer position, and a gentle rotation of the waist to the right. Only go as far as you feel comfortable, and then the same to the left. Once more to the right hand side. Enjoy the stretch, and one final time to the left. Return to facing me, relax the arms, give the shoulders and the fingers a little bit of a wiggle. Now let's stretch the body upwards. You can interlace the fingers, palms up to the ceiling, stretching up. If you prefer, have your hands separate. We're going to tilt the body to the right, looking forwards at all times, back to center, and tilting left. One more time to each side, tilting to the right, back to center, and tilting left. Return to center, float the arms down. You've got it. We're going to give the fingers a little bit of a shake out. Good. Let's start looking at the lower body. I know we're in seated position, but we want to get that chi flowing right to our fingertips and the toes. So with your feet on the floor to start with, we're going to lift the feet and legs alternately. So lifting off your chair and down. Then changing to the left-hand side. You don't have to lift as high as me, just a small lift is good. Bigger if you can manage, and once more on the left. Lovely. Now we're going to stretch the leg out in front. You can have your heel gently on the floor. We're going to point the toes forwards, and we're going to bring the toes closer towards us. And now let's take the ankle rotation to the left-hand side, stretching out the leg, lifting the foot slightly and choosing one direction to rotate the ankle in smoothly and continuously. Now let's change the direction of rotation, easing out any niggles, any clicks along the way. Then placing that foot gently back. Good. Now the last thing to warm up is our fingers and our wrists. So let's place all your fingertips together, okay, as is comfortable for you. We're going to float the arms forwards, relax the elbows, press your palms towards me. Then floating down, bring all your fingertips together again into a little hook shape. Open the hands, palms press out to the left and the right. Let's go one more time. Fingertips together, floating forwards. Relax the elbows, pressing forwards towards me. Final time, floating the arms down, fingertips together, stretching out the arms like a pair of wings. Then bring the hands together into prayer position. Interlace the fingers if you can. Keep the elbows relatively still and a gentle rotation of the wrists. Take it nice and slowly, nice and gently, and then changing direction of rotation. We're mobilizing the wrist joints and each and every one of those finger joints and relaxing the arms back down. That's the end of our warm-up. Warmed up from the neck down to the fingers and the toes, and the breathing and mind nice and calm. In this episode, we are going to look at treasure number 3 of the Ba Duan Jin, the 8 Treasures Qigong. Treasure 3 is called the push of a single palm. You'll see why when we do the movement. A little bit of background to what this move is all about. Treasure 3, designed to work on our digestive system, stretching diagonally across the body to massage our stomach and spleen organs. Let's get ready to start. Our starting position, remember keeping your back straight, feet firmly on the floor, nice and flat. Let's bring our arms up in front of the chest. We're holding and bracing our balloon of qi in front of us. The arms are crossed at the wrist point, and this time our hands are open, not holding a fist. And have your left hand closest into your chest. First of all, the left palm goes up towards the ceiling. The right palm presses down towards the floor. Then those hands retrace the steps back. The left hand is on the outside of the qi balloon. Now the right palm goes up to the ceiling, left palm pressing down, and return to the start position, right hand on the outside. The eyes are looking forwards at all times. Feel a gentle stretch diagonally across the body. And then we go again, alternating the left and the right hand sides. Be careful not to lock the elbows and only move as is comfortable for you. Let's breathe in as we stretch across the body. Breathe out, return to crossing the wrists in front. One final time, inhaling as we stretch our digestive system. Exhaling as we return to the start. And relax the arms back down. Let's start by taking the center of the palm. This is the Lao Gong point. We're going to use it to tap down the meridians of the arms and legs. So, starting on the inside of the shoulder, tapping down the inside of the arm towards the palm, flipping the arm over, up the outside. We tap down the inside of the arm and up the outside. And up the outer arm meridians. Good. Let's take our attention to the legs. So this time, left and right hands on the inner thigh. We're going to tap down the inner leg, only going as far as you feel comfortable, going towards the feet, then round to the outside of the leg, and we tap up the outside. This time we go down the front of the legs, be gentle near the knees, and then up the back of the legs, all the way back up to the hips. Good. One more thing now. We're taking the Laogong point in the center of the palm. We're connecting it to the Hegu point, where the thumb and the first finger meet, connecting these 2 points and giving ourselves a lovely warm circular massage. This is connecting our cardiac system and our digestive system. So we do this with the left hand on the right, and then we swap over to the other side. It doesn't matter which order we do it in, just get both of these acupoints nicely warmed. And when they're both warm, we're going to transfer this warmth and energy to our kidneys. So take your hands round the back, resting gently on your lower back, near where your kidneys are, and do a circular massage. Nice and nourishing for our kidneys. If you prefer, you can rub up and down the back, because that can feel very nice and warming as well. In traditional Chinese medicine, our kidneys are regarded as the power pack to our bodies. So whenever we get the chance, we nourish the kidneys. We make sure that we have lots of boosted energy levels ready for the day ahead. And then shaking off your fingers, shaking off your toes, rolling out your shoulders if you wish. That brings us to the end of our warm down. And what we'll do is I place my feet together and I give you a traditional Qigong salute to say thank you so much for joining me for our Qigong practice together.